I know my phone is not the best, and the music is kind of loud in here. I randomly just decided to make a video, and there's not really a topic. This is just going to be a video diary. I've been wanting to make a YouTube video for a while now. And to be honest, the only reason I haven't made one is because of procrastination. And also, I've just been doing other stuff, but I can definitely find time to make a YouTube video just like I'm doing right now. But I kind of want to give you guys a rundown of what I did today. I don't know what it was, but I woke up today and I was like, it's time to like kind of start over again. During the week, I'm just like always doing stuff, so busy with work and still trying to find time for my hobbies. But today I was like, let's make some new energy. I'm stepping into a new version of myself. So I decided to declutter my room. Even though my room's like always clean, guys, I have OCD bad. Like if my room's not clean, my mental is not right. But anyways, so I brushed my teeth literally right after I started decluttering. Didn't touch my phone, didn't do anything. And I just put my clothes in the laundry as well, or the washer. And while I was doing that, I genuinely felt like my spirit like become renewed. I don't even know how to explain it. And I normally go to the gym a lot, so I ended up going to the gym once I started decluttering my room. And while I was at the gym, I just like had an epiphany, but not really an epiphany because I already do this, but it's like, I know I'm capable of doing whatever it is on my mind. Oh my god, it's a fly, buddy, get away. I'm literally gonna crash out, but I'm capable of doing anything that I put my mind to, and literally the only thing in my way is me, and I remember that every single time. And just being at the gym today, I had my headphones on. I was listening to a song by Kanye West called Saint Pablo, and if you know that song, it's something about the energy in that song that just like feeds my soul. Like I was on the treadmill, I was like nodding my head. And once I became aware of myself and what I was doing, I was like, I wonder how someone else is perceiving me right now. Not that I care, because it's going to change what I'm doing, but if I was someone else perceiving me, I would love my energy, and it just, I don't know. So I kind of wanted to keep that energy going throughout my day, so I decided to just go run my errands like I usually do on the weekend. Go to the library, but then I went to a coffee shop, and there's this thing that I've been studying. I'm not really going to speak on it right now just because I'm kind of really big on keeping some of my goals just to myself, because I really want them to be personable, be sacred to myself, because one thing that I am like really focused on is only seeking validation from myself. And something that has been really helpful in that is just like building my overall confidence. And I feel like the reason I am becoming a lot more confident, even like right now, being in public, making this YouTube video, sitting by myself, is because I trust myself. Everything I say I'm gonna do, I end up doing it, whether it takes a day or an hour, or however amount of time that goes by for me to complete it. I know I'm going to do it regardless. So I literally have, the only validation I seek is myself, and I don't even know how to explain it, but it's just so much peace with that. Like I've created a peace within me that like it's hard to explain. I always say there's certain feelings that are just unexplainable. I couldn't remember what I was saying, but I was saying like how I wanted to just keep the momentum going. So I went to a coffee shop, a new one, and I've been challenging myself to go to environments that I'm not used to, because I love familiar, familiarity. I can't say that shit, but I love familiar places. You know, I love going to certain places and knowing what the vibe is gonna be. You know, but I've been challenging myself to step out my comfort zone and go to new places that I haven't been, in areas that are kind of more upscale, because I'm trying to program my mind to just say like, whatever space I want to be in, I belong in. I feel like that's something a lot of people should do, because I feel like sometimes we can get in our head and feel like, oh, you know, I can't go to this place because there's going to be a lot of high-end people there, but what the fuck is a high-end person? You get to determine that. You can be in any room, you can walk into any doors, and you have to own it, because you just have to trust yourself. So that's something that I've kind of just been embodying. But anyways, I went there and it was a really nice fancy coffee shop. People were in there and they were focused. Everyone in there was on their laptops doing some type of studying or some type of work. And just being in that atmosphere truly just like fueled me on the inside, and it motivated me. And it was nice because it's like, yeah, I was uncomfortable, but I pushed through regardless. And that's another thing that just builds my confidence, is just trusting myself and putting myself out there in these certain environments that, you know, I'm not familiar with, you know? And it just felt really good. And then I just ended up walking around downtown and just observing. I think I always say I don't like people, because low-key I don't. But at the same time, I love people. I love genuine human interaction. I feel like this day and age, a lot of stuff that we do, I'm not going to say we do it for social media, but a lot of things are just put on social media without really the intention of being genuine, but really to kind of just like continue to feed into a certain persona of ourselves, which nothing's wrong with that. You know, we all have egos for a reason, and it's like, it's nothing wrong with, you know, expressing your ego, you know, and doing things that your ego resonates with. But I am trying to be very, very intentional on, you know, why I post on social media. You know, whether it's just for me to express myself, or to, you know, share something with the world, or, you know, just like I'm very intentional about everything that I do. But anyways, like I was saying, it's so nice to be out in the world and just talk to strangers who are genuine, who want to, like, you're walking on the sidewalk and someone else is walking as well. Instead of just walking past each other, you know, hi, make a small conversation. And it's not really about small talk, because I'm not really a small talk person, but you can kind of feel when someone wants to genuinely interact with you. So, like, I love those moments where, you know, I'm just walking past a stranger and we end up connecting for about, 5 minutes? Those 5 minutes kept me going. You feel me? So that's kind of what I was doing, just walking around, just, you know, really enjoying the present moment. And a lot of people think stuff like that is boring, but I don't know, it's so calm, it's so peaceful for me. And just being alone, I was walking, and these guys, so like, if you're ever in the downtown area, you know, there's like high-rise apartments. These two guys were on their balcony, and they're like, hey, I don't know, where is this coming from? And I finally look up and I see them. They're like, you just out here by yourself? I'm like, you see anybody else with me? I'm not trying to be rude, but, you know, that's just my personality. But like, just little stuff like that is so nice to me. I love that. I genuinely love my own company, and I think it's because I've really taken the time to get to know myself and know how to be content with myself. But anyways, I was hungry. I haven't really had anything to eat today, so I came here and I got a hot dog, guys. I know, you're probably talking about a glizzy. Or glizzy. And it's busting, I can't lie. But they is like, I'm so big on not living in fear. Do not be afraid to do things alone. I'm a girl outside by myself. Naturally, I'm very cautious because I'm already vulnerable just being by myself. But I don't know, I just feel so divinely protected. And I'm super aware of my surroundings when I'm by myself, but don't be afraid to do things alone. When you do things alone, you become so confident. It's like when you fall in love with your own energy, there's nothing or anyone who can take that away from you. Not a lot of people can just sit with themselves, sit with their thoughts, and be in public and be okay with other people perceiving them. Because I used to be one of those people. I used to have really bad social anxiety. The fact that I'm like in a public restaurant by myself right now, talking to a camera, I swear to God, y'all, I would have never thought I would have done this ever by myself. Like my anxiety used to be absolutely terrible. Like genuinely, it used to be terrible. Like my heart used to race. I low-key used to start sweating. It's sliding down. I used to just be so in my head. But you just have to face it, bro. You're not gonna get rid of anxiety without just going at it. Fight that bitch. You don't even gotta fight it. Just tell that when you're feeling anxiety, just tell yourself, like literally that movie, what is it called? I can't even think of what the name of the movie is, but when they're like, anxiety, stop. That's literally what you have to do. And not even just with anxiety, with anger, with sadness, or whatever you may be feeling that you don't want to feel, just tell it to stop. Tell it bye, literally say it to yourself out loud. Like you cannot care about what anyone thinks. Another thing that's helped my like anxiety or fear of being perceived in public is talking to myself. Talking to myself, one, when I'm by myself, like in my own room or whatever it is, building that relationship with myself. And then now I just like naturally talk to myself. I don't care who's watching me or what, because it's like when you're comfortable hearing your own voice, I don't know, I just feel like it does something to your brain. But yeah, I just want to say that like being comfortable with yourself is a cheat code to life. I'm not gonna say you're never gonna feel nervous when you do things by yourself, because I already know, like if I ever went to like a big event or something and I went by myself, I'm definitely gonna feel nervous at first, and I'm not gonna lie about it, but I won't allow me experiencing nervousness to stop me from experiencing a certain experience. And I think that's the big takeaway from this. But yeah, I just have the urge to make this video because why the fuck not? I haven't started here. Like I have an urge to make a YouTube video. I haven't done it, so why not start now? I feel like you guys get to see me change so much. I change a lot. Like I'm never the same person. Every month I'm a new version of myself. Because it's not always comfortable. It's not easy to change. It's so weird to watch yourself go through these different phases in life, and it's like you were comfortable. Oh, a bug touched my fry. It's okay. It's weird watching yourself be this version of yourself, and then you're going through the motions of becoming this person. It's kind of weird. And when I look back at old pictures, I'm like, damn. Even like 2 months ago, I look back at pictures and I'm like, who is that girl? I love her. She was pretty cool. But now I'm this person, and it's like, damn, where the fuck does time go? But I feel like that's the whole point of life. And I feel like I say that a lot on my YouTube channel, but growing. Look at nature. Nature's always going to grow. There's always going to be a new flower in the garden. You know what I mean? Don't be afraid to be that new flower. Because the rest of the plants and the trees and the animals are going to welcome you regardless. You fit in perfectly fine. But yeah, y'all. Life is pretty peaceful. And I love it here. I really do. I hope y'all been doing well. And take care of yourself. Don't live in fear. Be confident.
One point in the early years in Paris when he was feeling extremely discouraged, he was just getting nowhere. And he went to see Picasso, and Picasso said, "Get in line, wait your turn. Just pretend you're waiting for the subway." It's inevitable that you will meet a failure, or two, or three, or four. At the same time, the art itself, the product of that obsession, that obsessive kind of way of working, is the paradigm for all that is free and spontaneous.